What is next for Brandon Royval? Well, after defeating Brandon Moreno, what is next from? We should get a rematch and a title shot against Alexandre Pantoja, in which Brandon Royval has lost the first two fights to Alexandre Pantoja, and I don't see that changing, and I'll tell you why. Because Alexandre Pantoja had just been improving over and over again, and not only that, but his latest performances have been way more impressive than Brandon Royval's latest performances. Now, the next fight for him, if he doesn't get a title shot, is a fight against Amir, and this fight makes sense as Amir is ranked number 2, but I got Brandon Royval winning this fight, and I'll tell you why. Because he has fought way more high-ranked fighters than Amir, which means that he has way more experience and skill than Amir.
Now, it's pretty funny if you watch when Bruce Buffer announced the winner of the fight, because when Bruce Buffer said Brandon, the ref had already raised Brandon Royval's hand, and Brandon Royval still thought he lost the fight. So how does that make sense? How do you get your hand raised and still thought you lost the fight until you actually realize that you won, and then you get all happy? But anyways, it did show in the stats that Brandon Royval did win the fight, as he landed the more significant shots than Moreno, but at the same time, he did have more strike attempts. Now, here's where Brandon Moreno did outnumber him, and that's when it came to takedowns. Now, I'm going to be honest, I had Brandon Moreno winning this fight, as I believe that he would have been able to outperform Royval, but the fact that Royval won by split decision just leads me to believe that nobody deserves a title shot against Pantoja, because yes, it was a very close fight, but based off the fact that the fight didn't go to KO or stoppage, and the fact that there wasn't a clear winner to the point where it isn't arguable on who won the fight, just leads me to believe that neither man will give Pantoja problems. So in the end, the only real answer on what's next for Brandon Royval is that he should fight the other top guy that's right next to him, and that is Amir, to get a better understanding on how he would do against Pantoja once again. But if he loses that fight, then it's only fair that Amir gets the title shot against Pantoja instead.